This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 12. Stand now with thy enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth of sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 12, is that I came across this article today where it speaks about a wild theory, all right, that connects new Mountain Dew flavor to catastrophic events. And I'm going to play this clip. Well, actually, two clips, all right, because this Jake brings it out. And when you watch this, which I'm gonna play, you're gonna be like, man, all right. These elites are witches and warlocks, all right, and nothing is done by accident. Everything is done, all right, for a reason. There's no coincidence, okay. And, there's nothing new under the sun. We know, okay, that Esau, Edom, all right, starting with the elites, they work the left-hand side. And they'll use their movies, music, all right, theater, okay, the news media, all right, to push their, their spells and magic onto the masses. All right. And so, we can't be ignorant of Satan's devices. All right. And that's why, we got to just be on our watch and get ready. Okay. And prepare, prepare a mind. All right. Stay prayed up, watch. All right. But of course, if you've been doing the right thing before the Lord, you have nothing to worry about. Okay. The people that haven't been doing the right thing, they have a lot to worry about. Okay. Now, of course, we're getting close to this blood moon tomorrow. The blood moon happens right on the Passover. So, all right. Could an event happen on this lunar eclipse, which is what they call a blood moon or a blood worm moon. All right. Hey, only the Lord knows. Okay, and of course, the elites. All right, because the Lord is using the elites. All right, so that prophecy can be fulfilled. And once you have that understanding, all right, it's a lot easier to walk on this earth when all hell breaks loose. All right. You just got to stay prayed up. All right. And trust in the Lord. That's why, let me get this scripture. Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Right. Wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures, knowing that the Lord, all right, controls both sides. All right. He controls the right hand side and the left hand side. All right. The spiritual demon Satan works for the Lord. Okay. And the physical counterpart of Satan are these Edomites. All right. These so-called white people, starting with the elite. All right. When you understand that, all right, you have and understanding, and confidence, all right, in putting your hope and salvation in the Lord. And that's why it says, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? And you're going to put your fear in the Lord, okay? You're going to put your fear in the Lord, and that's it. All right, so you got to, you know, this is basic Hebrew Israelite 101, but it seems that you have a lot of these pseudo Hebrew Israelites that still don't understand that the Lord controls both sides. All right, so let's play this. I'm sorry I'm long-winded, but I just wanted to bring that out. All right, so he's going to connect all these Mountain Dew flavors when they came out to particular events, okay? And Lord willing, they don't take this down.
I guess you want to call it a theory, but it lines up with everything. So even with Mountain Dew, every time, and that's the thing, not every flavor correlates with every event, but it seems to be like every time they make a big push with a certain flavor, it correlates with a certain event. So they had a flavor back in 2001 called Code Red. 3 months later, 9/11 happens. That's a Code Red. Maui Burst. That's a flavor. 3 months later, guess what's happened?
Fires in Maui.
Fires in Maui. Francis Scott Key Bridge. Okay. Why did they have a flavor that released last year called Star Spangled Splash? Now, who wrote the Star Spangled Banner? Francis Scott Key. So every time something happens, these flavors that they push out, and sometimes they're new flavors or they re-release them. They even had a flavor called Pitch Black, and I told people to watch for it. Then the IT thing
Everything
happened.
shut down.
That shut down. One big blackout.
Yep.
So, all right. So he connected the dots with all these flavors from Mountain Dew, all right, and correlating it to current events, major events, catastrophic events, all right, which is current events, right? So I want to read the NLT version. It's of Isaiah chapter 47, verse 12. Now, use your magical charms. Use the spells you have worked at all these years, right? And this is talking about the elites, the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the Jesuits, okay, the Skull and Bones, all right, the Knights Templars, the Knights of Malta, the De Molay, all right, the Knights of Columbus, all right. What's the other one? The media one. Scrolling Key, that's the media. The secret societies that are in Scrolling Key are in the media, all right? And so these secret society, okay, they gather together, all right, and they come up with spells and witchcraft and sorcery, all right, to push onto the people, all right? And they use various tools, okay, because they think they're gods in their own eyes, all right? And they've been doing this so long, all right, that they think they can't be taken out, and that's why they're so blatant about it, and that's why they allow videos like, this to be published, all right, because, all right, first and foremost, most people would think that this is just a coincidence, and number two, even if you do believe, okay, that this is really happening, they're like, what you gonna do about it, okay? Because these elites, all right, you can't touch, all right? You cannot touch these elites, all right? That's why, okay, it's going to be divine intervention, all right? And the Lord's going to use his men, all right, to grab these elites in these bunkers, okay? So now, let me finish off with this. Maybe they will do you some good. Maybe they can make someone afraid of you, right? And really, these events, these catastrophic events, all right, are just to put fear in wicked individuals, unbelievers, okay? Because the elect are going to understand what's going on and they're going to trust in the Lord. Again, Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? The elect are going to put, all right, their trust in the Lord, all right? The elect fear the Lord, all right? That's why the scriptures say, what can man do unto me? All right? let me find that. Bible scripture. What can man do to me? Let me see. Psalm 118, verse 6. Yup. Let's get that one. I'm going to play another clip, so bear with me. And then I'm going to go into some articles. All right, so, hey, this ain't a time, all right, to be playing games, you know, acting like um, that everything is just peachy, all right? A lot of things are about to happen. That's why you got to stay locked in, all right? Following after the Spirit, okay? Staying locked in, okay? Trusting in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So Psalm 118, verse 6. The Lord is on my side, I will not fear. What can man do unto me? You see that? And that's the mindset you got to have, all right? Okay? Psalm 118, verse 7. The Lord taketh my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me. Right. And the Lord, okay, is going to jack these witches and warlocks, all right, these wicked Edomites up, okay? All right? This whole, sorcery, witchcraft, spells, all right, it's only for a short time, all right? Because the Lord is about to judge these, okay, wicked people, man. All right. So that's why you just got to trust in the Lord. So now let's play this other part because now he's going to talk about the new Mountain Dew flavor called Midnight. All right. That's why, hey, we can't be ignorant of Satan's devices. Hey, hold on. Let's get that scripture. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right. Okay? You should know this is how this devil operates. All right? He uses movies, products, TV show. All right? Okay? And puts what he's going to do in it. All right? Like the Matrix. It's very, very powerful scene when Neo meets with Anderson for the first time in the interrogation room, okay? And they give Neo, all right, a folder, okay? And on it, you see his driver's license. And on that driver's license, it says 9/11, okay? And The Matrix came out in 1999. All right, that's just one of many examples, all right? Okay, and that's why we're not ignorant of Satan's device. We know, all right, that these devils, okay, work the left-hand side, all right? But at the end of the day, they're still under the control, okay, of the Lord. In fact, let me get, because the Lord created them for the day of evil. Proverbs, what is it? 16:4. Yup. The Lord Yahweh made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Right. So the Lord made the wicked. All right. So these devils, they're just doing what they were created to do. Okay. And that's what's so comforting about this truth. All right. But, a lot of our people can't believe that. But it's all right. All right. See you on the other side. Because a lot of people are about to die here in Babylon. All right, for not trusting the Lord, for trusting in, all right, themselves, their money, their clout, whatever. They're not trusting, okay, in the Lord. They're trusting in everything else. They put, that's their idol worship. The bulk of our people are idol worship. You know what an idol is? All right, putting anything before the Most High. All right, and that's what our people have been doing. That's why they keep getting jacked up. So let's now play this. The Mountain Dew, the new flavor, it's called Baja. All right. And by the way, all right, if you're in this truth, you should not be drinking none of this shit. All right. If you're drinking Mountain Dew, all right, more than likely you're not part of the elect. I'm just throwing it out there. You're definitely not a man. You're not seeking after the Lord. You're not a man of the Lord. If you're drinking fucking Mountain Dew, all right. I'm just saying that because this shit right here kill your ass. 11:44. All right. Kal halayim yahabashim yashai bashim makakadash brakata. All right. So let me play this.
Yet again, the Mountain Dew conspiracy continues. You guys, they just announced that they have a new flavor coming out called Baja Midnight. Now, I've never seen this, but Taco Bell, who is exclusively releasing this, did a TED Talk style event announcing it.
Taco Bell's first ever new flavor of Baja Blast. Baja Blast Midnight. It is the flavors of the tropical lime storm that you love with a burst of passion fruits. It's going to pair with...
Now, what does this mean, you ask? So whenever they do a big push on a flavor like this, history has shown us something is about to happen. Now, last year when I showed you guys the flavor Pitch Black, we had the biggest IT blackout of all time. Not to mention, we had Infinite Swirl come out last year, and then we had all those crazy hurricanes and tornadoes. Also, I called this one last year where we had Star Spangled Splash flavor and the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse, and guess who wrote the Star Spangled Banner? Francis Scott Key. Now, this new flavor, Baja Midnight, could be referring to something like this, like the witching hour, which is at 12 o'clock. Now, my guess on this could be something, we're gonna see something very weird on a paranormal level, or something that's gonna make us question everything. This also could be in reference to an eclipse, aka a midnight sun, and you guys remember that crazy eclipse that we had last year in April, so I would be on the lookout for this year because it's on March 13th. But don't quote me on that day because it could be something bigger like this. This miniseries just came out called 0 Day on Netflix. In short, it's about a 1-minute cyber blackout in America, and I won't give it away, but it does have some twists and turns that could be alluding to what's happening in the government. And the fact that Taco Bell is exclusively releasing this doesn't help as well because that definitely looks like a serpent's eye. And the fact that you can see 3 sixes in the bell right there, 6, 6, 6. Wait, hold up. That witching hour theory just kind of came together right now. Now, my last Mountain Dew video went crazy. It almost did 5 million, but get this. Mountain Dew themselves commented on that video and said, keep your voice down. This is just really good marketing, or it's just hidden in plain sight. Let me know what you guys think about all this down below.
And that's very interesting that Mountain Dew would even comment, because at the end of the day, these elites are proud, man. They don't think they can be stopped. So they're at the point like, hey, all right, we don't give a damn if you know or if you don't know. Okay, so yeah, hey, also, I recommend, brothers and sisters, if you haven't, watch 0 Day with Robert De Niro. That right there, to me, I think that's the way they're going to play out this whole cyber attack, all right, to restart this system for the New World Order, blockchain, digital, all right, technology, because that's what's going to usher in the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. At the end of the day, this is what it's all leading to, the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, all right? And you heard it here at Great Millstone, starting with our apostle elders. This is what we bring out over and over again, all right, like a broken record, but it's a beautiful broken record, okay? So, get ready, this is not a time to be, scary, but be aware and, trust in the Lord, all right? If you've been doing the right thing, all right, you should be looking forward to this because this needs to happen so we get the hell up out of here. But I want to bring this out. Where is it at? 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. Right. And these are the devices, all right, that are coming into it. All right. And that's why it's going to be a lot of peril. All right. And a lot of people are going to be taken. There's going to be a lot of death. All right. We're in the last days. All right. That's why it says in 21, and I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster and a plant of a great people. Right. Because the Lord is going to preserve, all right, his elect. All right. Okay. But the vast majority of our people, okay, they're going to perish. That's why it says in 22 and 22, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. Right. And let my grape be kept in my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Right. And that's talking about the elect. All right. The Lord is building the elect to be perfect for salvation, because that's what we're being built for. All right. To be perfect for salvation. All right. Not for clout, not for, all right, being, what's it called? Being famous and renowned on this side. No. The Lord is building us all up so that we can be delivered from the destruction. All right. But we know that a lot of our people are going to die. A lot of people are going to perish, man. All right. There's another one that backs the parish. I think it's in Second Esdras chapter 8. All right. Second Esdras chapter 8. And I think it begins at the top. Yup, here it is. Second Esdras chapter 8, verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made the world for many, but the world to come for few. You see? All right. So very few people are going to survive this judgment. Very few. Well, let's start. The elect are going to survive because they've been chosen to be delivered, okay, because they were doing the right thing. And at the end of the day, they were predestined, all right, because you can't make yourself the elect. You have to be chosen by the Lord, all right. And then you're going to have, all right, the heathens that survived the destruction, the kings, all right, the wicked elite, the Illuminati, weirdos, like the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, the DuPonts that are doing all this witchcraft and sorcery stuff. They built their bunkers because they're going to be the first, all right, to go into slavery, into captivity. All right, but the point is, all right, the world to come was for few. Oh, shoot, let's continue. 2. I will tell thee a similitude, Esdras, as when thou askest the earth. It shall say unto thee that given much mold whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that cometh of. Even so is the course of this present world. 3. There be many created, but few shall be saved. Right. And that's why the Lord is not dealing, all right, with mega church, okay, congregation, all right. The Lord's sanctuary has always been small, all right. That's why these pseudo Hebrew Israelites, they're off, because they're looking for numbers like IUIC and ISUPK, all right. And that's why you see nothing but wickedness in those organizations, because, all right, they have a mind of, okay, numbers, all right, to fill their coffers, all right, meaning money. It all goes back down to money. No matter how they could try to, talk and use big words and, try to supplant, with deception. At the end of the day, the underlying tone of the reason why they're constantly going off on the scriptures is because they need the money. And that's why they need a large congregation. All right. Money is the root of all evil. That's always been. Okay. And I see through this. I see through the gimmicks. We all do. Here, we had Great Millstone with the Apostle. We see through the gimmicks. We see all through that. Okay. All right. But we defend the gospel. And that's why we constantly are calling them out. All right. Especially when it comes to the name. All right. If you're not calling on Yahweh Shai, you're not calling on his father Yahweh, you're saying that you could call him whatever you want. All right. The name's not important. All right. You're off. And the Lord is going to deal with you as such. All right. So, Lord willing, this less edifying. Again, it could be a cyber attack, a critical cyber attack like 0 Day. Look, they got more and more of the FBI, all right, and the security, the Cyber Secure and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA. They're talking about there was a 300 critical infrastructure attacked by a group called Medusa, which they don't know who they are, which is, I find, funny, because they know, all right, they're the ones behind it. That's why you got to watch the movie 0 Day, all right. But yeah, you got this Medusa group, quote unquote, all right, attacking the American infrastructure. You also got more reports of a cyber threat rising. Okay, so this could be, they could take out the whole grid. Total blackout. That's why you got to watch that series on Netflix, 0 Day. Okay, or there could be a war narrative. Okay, but either way, something's gonna happen. All right, it could happen on this blood moon, or what they call the blood worm moon, because earthworms supposedly come out around this time. So that's why they're calling it this. But yeah, that's why you got to keep watching, stay prayed up. All right. This is not a time to be BSing and being stagnant. All right. A lot of things are about to happen. Okay. And as a prophet, you're supposed to warn the people. You know what? Joel chapter 2, verse 28. And it shall come to pass that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Right? Okay. And the Lord has it set up. All right, that He has His men out there to prophesy. All right. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. Right. You had a brother had a dream about the angels, all right, killing wicked Israelites, okay? And this is before the Passover, all right? So, and there's a lot of wicked Israelites. And that's why the scripture said judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. There's a lot of wicked Israelites, okay? In every group, even here at Great Millstone, all right? And they will be found out, okay? Your young men shall see visions. All right, and that's happening too. 29. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit. 30, right? And the Lord has poured out a spirit on His elect. Okay, and they are ready. They're waiting for the imminent return of Yahweh Shai. They know they gotta watch for these prophecies. All right, and prepare their mind. Okay, 30. And I will show, and they're going to do it because they've been chosen. Okay, 30. And I will show wonders in heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. Right, and clearly, this is a wonder in heaven. Okay, this is not something just to brush over like, oh, it's a blood moon, it's a lunar eclipse. Like, no, this is very serious stuff. All right, and you already see there was a ritual going on. Look at the markets. All right, the financial economy, man. The markets were bleeding out. That was a ritual. They did that right before, all right, the blood moon. All right, that wasn't a coincidence. Okay, that's why you have to have spiritual eyes. All right. Blood and fire and pillars of smoke. Right. Again, the Maui fire, the fire in California. All right. 31. And the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. Right. And notice it says before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. Right. This is why, if you call yourself an Israelite, you're not supposed to be playing games, man. The Lord is coming back, and he's coming back, all right, terribly. It says great and terrible day of the Lord. Okay? What does the word terrible mean? Let's go into the Hebrew word. All right? Terrible. This is Yara, which means to fear, be afraid. Yeah. Okay? So the Lord's going to make everyone afraid. Okay? And that's why you need to be on His good side. 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord. See, that's why you got to know the name. The name is not, all right, Jesus. All right? And the name is not God. All right? God is just a title. And Jesus is a Greek name. That's not, the Lord was, Yahushua is a Hebrew from the tribe of Judah. He had a Hebrew name. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh shall be delivered. Okay? Yahweh is the Father, and His Son Yahweh Shai is the Son. And shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion, Jerusalem shall be deliverance. Right. So who's going to be delivered? The Israelites. All right. Of the elect. As the Lord has said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. Right. Again, all goes back down to the elect. The elect. The remnant. All right. So, Lord willing, is that's edifying. Hey, keep your eyes open. All right. This is not a time, all right, to be complacent. Clearly, a lot of things about to happen. I came across this. I'm pretty sure brother's seen this. But this is me. I saw. I said I got to do a lesson on this because, hey, If you understand how these elites move, they always use stuff like this, all right, before it happens, all right? I forgot what the term that they use, or what's the projective, projective programming. That's the word. Predictive program, not projective. Predictive programming. Okay? Predictive programming, also known as predictive coding or technology assisted review (TAR), is a method used in e-discovery to identify relevant documents during legal cases. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, here it is. Predictive programming is a theory that the government or other higher ups are using fictional movies or books as a mass mind control tool. Now I can't. Now they took it down. All right. But anyway, as a mass mind control tool. There it is. Okay. So yeah, that's the definition. So, Lord willing, is us edifying. I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostle elders. As you can see, we're almost out of here. All right, stay watching, stay locked in. For the few that are watching, keep studying. When you pray, cover, shalom.